Hey guys, this flow is to help relieve stress and to help balance out your nervous system. You can do it at home. It only takes you about 30 minutes. So we're going to jump right in. You're going to need a yoga mat and one block. Two is better just in case you need a little extra, but you really just need one block. So go ahead and pick up your block. We're going to start in supported fish. So take your block and put it between your shoulder blades long ways, and then lay back onto the block. Your head will fall heavy back. Then place your arms out to the side, palms open, and put your feet together. So put the soles of your feet together and just find a comfortable position here. Now if that's too much on your shoulder blades, if you have neck pain, or it's just too aggressive, you can take the block and you can lay it flat and just place it right beneath your shoulder blades. So then your head still falls back, but it's resting onto the mat. Again, have your palms open. We open our palms to show the universe we're ready to receive. Then here you can close your eyes. Start to bring awareness to your breath. Breathing in through your nose, fill your belly, fill your rib cage, fill your throat. Hold it at the top for 3, 2, 1, and exhale everything out. Inhale through your nose, fill your belly, rib cage, and throat. Hold it at the top for 3, 2, 1, and release everything out. In yoga, we want to inhale and exhale through our nose. It keeps the heat in the body. So keep the rhythm of your breath going just like that for your whole practice. Maybe you want to use these next few seconds to set an intention for your practice. Maybe your intention is just to take it easy today and make it through the flow. Maybe your intention is to push a little harder today. Maybe you have lots of energy. And maybe you just want to send some good thoughts out to somebody who needs help right now. Whatever your intention is, set it now. Try to keep in mind that it's yoga practice, it's not yoga perfect. You made it to your mat, so be proud of yourself for that. Another deep inhale together. Inhale through your nose, fill your belly. Fill your rib cage, fill your throat, hold it in 3, 2, 1, and release. Slowly flicker open your eyes. Close your legs together like a book and roll onto your right side to just remove that block. Put it out to your side, you'll need it again later. And now just lay your back flat. Bring your soles of your feet together, or soles of your feet on the mat, flat onto the mat, and rock your knees side to side. Just releasing the lower back here. Cross your feet and try to roll up if you can. And bring your hands in front of you to come into tabletop. So you want to come into a neutral tabletop. So you want your knees right below your hips, and you want your wrist to come right below your shoulders. The tops of your feet are flat on the mat. You don't want your toes tucked here. So flatten the tops of your feet flat onto the mat. wide for cat and cow. So drop your belly, inhale, look up, and then exhale, press your spine up to the ceiling, look at your navel. Exhale, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, press your spine up, look at your navel. Drop your belly, inhale, look up. Exhale, press your spine up, look at your navel. Drop your belly, inhale, look up. Exhale, press your spine up. Do this a few times now on your own. We're just warming up the spine. Now every pose and every movement we do in yoga, we do with intention. So don't just go through the motions, but really feel your body as you move into the pose. So as you're dropping your belly, I want you to pull your shoulders back and look up with intention. And when you push your spine up to the ceiling, I want you to visualize, you can see your spine touching the ceiling. Press it up as high as you can. And then drop your belly, shoulder blades back. Try to make every movement look pretty. So you don't want to just go through fast with motions. You want to take your time and get into the movement with intention. Now come into a neutral tabletop, so straighten out your back. Now tuck your toes for downward dog. Take a step forward with your hands, and before you press up, I want you to make an L with your thumb and your index finger on the mat. Both of your thumb and index finger should make the shape of an L. Your fingers should be nice and wide. Tuck your toes. Now you're going to press your hips back first. So press your hips back, keep your knees bent. Now press them up. Try to straighten your knees. Now you're going to feel a little tight here. Your heels might not touch the mat right now, and that's okay. It's your first downward dog of the day. And just use this time to really find what's comfortable for your feet. Maybe you need to shift your hands forward a little bit. But I want you to relax your neck. So shake your head yes, shake your head no. Now gaze at your navel. Now try to let your heels melt a little bit lower in the mat. And press your head away from the mat. So I want you to think about pressing your head away from the mat, and that will naturally shift your hips back a little bit. Now in yoga, this is actually a resting pose. Maybe it's hard today, but if you continue to do it, one day it will be easier. Come up high onto your toes, stretch your calves, come back down onto your heels. Inhale, come up high onto your toes. Exhale, come down onto your heels. One more time, high onto your toes. Now come back down onto your heels. Make sure your neck is relaxed. Again, shake it no, shake it yes. Now bring that left foot to the center of your mat. And then point your toes and lift your right leg up. And swing your leg all the way through and place your foot down between your hands. So you're kind of in a high lunge. My back leg is straight and my ankle is right below my knee. Now if you didn't get your leg all the way through and if your knee is extending over your toe, I want you to make sure you pull that foot forward. Keep that ankle right underneath your knee. Now, you can drop your knee if you want to modify this, and then you can come into prayer and then lift your hands up. But if that's too easy, keep that back knee lifted up, Bring your hands to prayer. Make sure you're breathing here. And then inhale your arms over your head. If you want to keep them in prayer, that is fine too. Wherever you are today, use your breath as a tool to get through the movement. And breathe into where you're feeling it. You should feel a stretch right here in your psoas muscle in your front hip. And if you don't, I want you to just take a little step back and just lean a little bit more forward into that front knee. Now bring your hands down to the mat. Drop that back knee if it's not already down. And then we're going to come into dragon. So heel toe your right foot out a little bit. So out to the edge of the mat. And then angle and point your toes out. Bring your hands to the middle and then lean forward. You really want to get a deep stretch right here in that front hip and that psoas. It'll turn on the fat burning. It'll relieve stress. Now maybe you're here today, but if you can go a little bit further, then you can come down onto your elbows. It's okay wherever you are today. I don't want you to push yourself too hard, but uncomfortable is good. If it's easy, then I want you to go a little bit further. Because in yoga, we make the uncomfortable comfortable. And we do that with our breath. So breathe into where you're feeling it. Wherever you're feeling that tension, that uncomfortableness, take a deep inhale through your nose. Deep inhale and breathe into that space. And then exhale everything out. Take 3 more deep breaths like that. We want to breathe into where we're feeling it to make more space. It'll help relieve that stress. It's going to help balance your nervous system. Hold your breath. 1 more deep inhale. Slowly release. Now come up onto your hands if you're not there already. And then heel toe that foot back to the middle. Now lift that back knee and press back into downward facing dog. So this time your downward dog should feel a little bit easier. Try to keep your feet about mat width apart. Relax your neck, shake your head yes, shake your head no. Remember to press your head away from the mat. So use your hands to press your head away from the mat. Now walk that right foot into the middle of the mat and point your toes and lift that left leg up. Now swing it all the way through. Plant your foot in between your hands, keeping that ankle in line with your knee. Now if you need to, you can drop that back knee. Then you can come into prayer and then lift your arms. But if you want to push a little more, lift that back knee. You're high on your toes, the back leg is straight. Then bring your hand to prayer, and then inhale your hands up, or you can keep them in prayer. Wherever you are today, we're going to hold it for a couple of deep breaths. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose. Try to keep those shoulder blades back, pull your belly button in. Now bring your hands down to the mat. Drop that back knee if it's not already down. And then bring that left hand in the center and heel toe that left foot out. So we're going to do dragon on this side. So let that top foot go flat in the back. And if you're here today, if you stayed on your hands on the other side, you're going to stay up on this side too. You want to do both things with both sides to keep your body balanced or to balance your body. If you came down onto your elbows, I want you to come onto your elbows on this side as well. Now you'll notice that one side is a little bit different than the other. And that's okay, that's why we're doing the practice. Now remember to breathe here. You'll feel a little bit of your nerves, a little bit of uncomfortableness, but use your breath as that tool to help you work through it. So deep inhale through your nose. Deeper exhale out of your nose. We're going to stay here for a couple deep breaths. So just learn to make the uncomfortable comfortable. And I'm going to say that quite often because we tend to not do things that are uncomfortable because we're too used to being comfortable. And yoga is the complete opposite. You learn to love being uncomfortable in your yoga practice, which helps you not only in yoga but in real life. It helps you in your relationships and at work. One more deep breath together. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your nose. Now slowly come up onto your hands if you're not there already. Tap that back toe. Bring that foot to the center. Come up high into a lunge. And then bring that left foot back to meet the other one for downward dog. So this is your third downward dog. You should notice that you're beginning to feel a little more loose. Your body's a little more relaxed. Your body's warmed up now. So come up high onto your toes and then down onto your heels. Really press your head away from the mat. Come up high onto your toes, back down onto your heels. Try to get those heels to touch a little bit closer. Maybe just rocking side to side a little bit. Now walk your feet all the way up to your hands. Nice and slow, and just hang forward. So keep a slight bend into your knees, or maybe a big bend into your knees, wherever you're comfortable, but let your head fall heavy. So don't tense up the back of your neck. And then just very slowly, one vertebrae at a time, you want to roll up into mountain pose. So nice and slow, your head should be last. Now roll your shoulders back, and then roll them forward. Now you're going to take a big step to the side of your mat. Take a big step back, and then face the side of your mat for an intense side stretch. Bring your hands to your hips. Pull your belly button in, pull your shoulder blades back. And then exhale, just lean forward. Now, some of you may need to have a big bend in your knees, and you can even use a block to bring your hand down to the ground. But if you're feeling a little loose or you're ready, you can bring your hands down to the mat. Still keep a little bit of a slight bend in your knees. And then you want to try to keep your spine straight. So just bring your hands down as far as you can, keeping a straight spine. Looking at about a foot ahead of you on the ground. Now slowly relax your neck and then try to walk your hands back behind you. So use the grip of the mat to pull yourself between your legs. Take a deep breath here. You should feel a deep stretch all the way down from your calves, all the way up the backs of your thighs. Deep inhale here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your nose. bring your hands to your hips. Pull your belly button in and come up with a straight spine. Now point your right toes to the front of your mat. You point your front toes just like this. Now your back toes are going to stay angled out to the side, but slightly forward. But your front heel and your back heel should be in line. Now pull your belly button in. And we're going to do extended triangle. So inhale your arms up. And then hinge forward a little bit. Keep both of your knees just with a slight bend in them. You're hinging forward with just your upper body. Now bring that right hand down to your right ankle and then reach that left hand up to the ceiling. Now you can keep your hand up a little bit higher in the shin. Just avoid the knee. Do not put your hand on your knee. And if that's too much as well, you can also modify by just placing your hand on your thigh. And eventually work your way down to getting your hand onto your ankle. Now inhale, kind of reach up with your left hand, and exhale, let that arm fall back a little bit. Get a little bit of a twist and look up. Kind of hold it here for 2 more deep breaths. Now, use your core, okay? Pull your core in and bring your arms back up. Now, rotate the right foot out to the side of your mat and then point your left toes to the back of your mat. Keep your arms up. Pull your belly button in. Now, just hinge forward a few inches with your arms, your upper body, and then bring that left wrist down to your left ankle. Reach up high with that right arm. And if last time you had your hand on your thigh, put your hand back there. Again, avoid the knee. Now let that arm fall back a little bit. Get a little bit of a twist. We're really opening up the side body here, relieving some stress. It's also helping your posture. It's helping to strengthen your core. One more deep breath. Again, use your core to bring your upper body up straight. So inhale, use your core to bring your body up. Now drop your arms, roll your shoulders back. Now roll them forward, maybe close your eyes, take a deep breath. Maybe smile a little bit, it's not too serious. Remember, it's just yoga practice. Now flicker open your eyes. And both of your feet should be pointing to the side of your mat. So keep your feet straight, pointing to the side of your mat. Bring your hands down to the ground again. Keep a straight spine. Now lean to your left side. As you're leaning, bring your right toes straight up. So flex your toes, point them up to the ceiling. So that it should be completely straight. And I want you to do this because it will protect your knee. Now get comfortable, as comfortable as you can. Now maybe your heel is touching, and maybe it's not. It's okay if it's not touching today. You can keep your hands in front of you like this for balance. You can keep your hands here in the middle. Maybe you can't come all the way down, so you just come as far as you can. So even this is okay. Do whatever is comfortable today. But if you can, if your heel is touching the ground, then you can bring your hands into prayer and use that left elbow to press that left knee out a little bit. And take a couple deep breaths here. You should really feel it all the way up your inner leg. We've been doing a lot of resistance training in class, so you're going to feel a little bit of tightness there, maybe a lot of tightness. So just breathe through that. Remember, your breath is your tool. So inhale, exhale out of your nose. One more here. Now bring your hands down to the ground as they were in prayer, and then lean forward a little bit, and then press yourself back up to center. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. So wherever you went last time, do the same thing on this side. Lean to your right, and then flex those left toes straight up to the ceiling. Remember, you want this foot to be straight, your toes flexed. Now try to get onto the heel if you can, but wherever you are today. Bring your hands to prayer if you can. Remember, each side is a little bit different. That's why we're doing yoga. We're trying to balance out our body. This side's a little more sore on me, so I notice that I have to lean forward a little bit more. But wherever you are, try to sit up a little bit. 2 more breaths here. Now, put your hands down on the ground, lean forward, shift your body forward a little bit, and then press yourself back up into intense side stretch. So this is intense side stretch right here. So inhale, straighten your spine. Exhale, one more time, let your head fall heavy. These earpieces keep falling out when I go down. Now walk your hands through your mat and try to pull yourself through your legs. Now you'll notice that the second time you do the pose, it's a little bit easier, right? You can go a little bit deeper if you do the pose twice. Now walk your hands up in front of you, straighten your spine, bring your hands to your hips, and come up with a straight spine. Now heel toe your feet together like this, and then come to the back of your mat. Inhale your hands over your head for mountain. Now exhale, forward fold. So bring your hands down, put a bend in your knees. Inhale, bring your hands to your shin and halfway lift. Now exhale, walk your hands out to high plank. So you want to make sure that your wrists are below your shoulders here. If you have to drop your knees to modify, you can drop your knees here. But I want you to do your best to keeping up high in this plank. Now shift forward a little bit. So as you can see my body, I'm shifting forward on my toes. Now exhale, come all the way down onto your belly, flatten your feet onto the mat, and then press up for upward facing dog, and look up. Now as you can see, I'm pressing on the tops of my feet, and I have my thighs lifted. So lift your thighs and knees off the mat, and look up and back. Now don't slunch in the shoulders like this. I really want you to press up and back. Now this will really help if you have bad posture, if you sit a lot, if you have a lot of stress right now. One more breath. Now slowly drop those knees. Bring your knees wide like your mat. Put the tops of your feet flat. Just kind of bring your toes to touch. So your knees are wide, but your toes are touching. Now use your hands to press your butt down to your heels. Then press your forehead onto the mat. So reach forward with your hands, and then roll your forehead side to side. Now this pose helps with migraines. If you're having a stressful day, you could do this even at work. It's a very calming pose that can help you feel grounded. So if you're feeling stressed or a little all over the place, just do child's pose for a few seconds. Now slowly lift your head and then walk your hands in all the way up to your body. Bring your knees together and then come up high. We're going to do half pressing. So inhale your arms over your head. Interlace all your fingers except your index fingers. I'm just turning to show you the angle. Bring your shoulder blades down out of your ears. And then lean to your right. Now stay there, but if this is too much for you, you can modify by sitting all the way down and then inhaling your arms up. And you can do the same thing but sitting down. But if you want to take it a step up, then you want to stay high on your knees. Inhale, lift up, and then exhale, lean to that right side. So hold it here for 3 more breaths. Try to keep that top shoulder from rolling forward. So pull that left shoulder back, reach to your right side, but press that left hip to the left side, and then inhale up. Drop your arms, roll your shoulders back. Now roll forward. Inhale your arms back over your head. Interlace all your fingers except your index fingers. Now pull those shoulders out of your ears. Pull them down, pull your belly button in. Inhale, stretch your arms up, and then exhale, reach that left side. So again, you're pressing that left side as hard as you can, or your right side as far as you can to the right, and you're reaching to your left with your fingers. Keep that right shoulder back from rolling forward. 2 more breaths. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, let your arms fall heavily. Now bring your feet up, or your knees about shoulder width apart. We're going to do camel pose. So your knees are right below your shoulders. Now today, to modify, you're just going to do just a little bit of a back bend. So you bring your right hand to your lower back, and your left hand to your lower back. Press your chest forward. Try to roll your shoulder blades back, and then look up. And maybe that's where you are today. But if you want to go a little further into the pose, reach for your right ankle or your right heel with your right hand, and then reach for your left heel with your left hand. And then press your hips forward at the same time as pressing your chest up to the ceiling. So you're not just slouching in. You don't look like this. This isn't the pose. You want to press your hips forward and then press your chest up. Now this is really fixing your posture. It's going to help with any kind of punching. One more breath. Now bring your right hand to your lower back, and then your left hand to your lower back. Close your eyes and sit down onto your heels with your palms open. So if you experience any dizziness in this pose, it's okay. As long as you didn't see black dots, it's good. We're just getting that blood going through our brain, our head, getting a little bit of anti-aging. But when you do feel dizzy, the best thing to do is just to sit back, open your palms, and close your eyes. So take 2 deep breaths here. Slowly flicker open your eyes and come flat onto your back. So we're going to do supine spinal twist. Just a little bit of detoxing the body right here. Bring your right leg up to tabletop, and then take the left hand, put it on the outside of the right knee. Put your right arm out to your side, and then let the right leg fall across your body. But gaze over your right fingertips and keep that right shoulder flat onto the mat. Now to modify, you can take your block and place it under your knee, just like this. It's not about how far or how close your leg touches. It's about keeping that shoulder blade, that right shoulder blade, flat onto the mat. Now if this is easy, you can remove the block, and then you can straighten that top leg out to the side and point your toes. You'll get a little bit of a different stretch. You'll feel some different nerves stretching. that's a little more advanced. Take about 3 deep breaths here. When we twist, we're really twisting out the toxins from our body. We're getting fresh blood flow. Try to breathe into where you're feeling it. Remember, your breath is your tool to get through the pose. Your breath is a tool to get through life. Our breath is what connects us to everything. We breathe in what trees breathe out, and then trees breathe in what we breathe out. If you think about that, it's the root of all connectedness. So we need to focus on our breath a little bit more, not just in yoga practice, but throughout our day. Now, bend that knee if it's straightened, and then use your left hand to push it back up into tabletop. Nice and slow. Now drop that right leg straight, and we're going to do the left side. So bring that left knee up to tabletop, and then take your right hand, place it on the outside of your left knee. Put your left arm straight out to your side, gaze over your left hand, and then let that left knee just fall heavy. Whatever you did on the other side, do it again on this side. But focus on keeping that left shoulder down. And focus on your breath. If you notice your mind begins to wander, just acknowledge your thought and use your breath to come back to practice. Deep inhales. We have about 3 more deep breaths. Try to go a little bit further. Twist a little bit more. Maybe smile a little bit. One more deep breath through your nose. Exhale out of your nose. And use that right hand to push your left knee back to tabletop. And then let your left leg just fall heavy on the mat. For Savasana, or corpse pose. So bring your feet about hip width apart, or about mat width apart actually, just a little bit more. Be a little more open than you usually are. Let those toes fall heavy, and then stretch your arms out to the side. Palms open. Try to press the back of your neck flat onto the mat. Tuck your chin a little bit, and close your eyes.
We live in a busy world where life places great demands on our time and energy resources, and people have great expectations of us, leaving us with little time to relax. Close your eyes when you feel comfortable and allow your mind to become calm and peaceful. Focus on a point inside of your forehead. Try not to think about anything in particular, but don't try not to think either. If you find that your mind is chattering, don't try to control it. Just let it finish what it is that it's working on. It will eventually quieten down. And now that your eyes are closed, you can take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, notice any tensions leaving with the breath. This time is for you to relax and allow yourself to have this time just for you. bring your attention to your breath. Focus on your breath, noticing the breath going in and expanding your chest and abdomen. And then notice as your body releases the breath and your chest cavity and abdomen constricts. And as you listen to my soft, soothing voice, you feel relaxed and calm. And as you continue to focus on your breath, simply breathing at your natural pace, you feel more and more relaxed. And now I'd like you to shift your attention to your body and the furniture where you are sitting. Simply allow your body to relax completely into the surface and enjoy the support for your body that allows you to totally relax. And as you allow your body to relax, simply take the time to notice how each part of your body feels. Notice how your head and neck feel. Notice how your shoulders and arms let go and relax. Your hands and even your fingers. Simply notice how the sensation of relaxation travels along your body. From your scalp, down your neck, your shoulders, and notice the tingle all the way down your spine. Notice how your breath allows your back and chest to relax, your abdomen and your hips to relax into the furniture beneath them. Notice how your buttocks relax. Notice how relaxed you are and how much you're enjoying relaxing. And as you continue to allow your body to relax, notice how your thighs and calves relax and let go. Notice how your feet and your toes relax. And now notice the sounds around you. These sounds are all adding to your relaxation. Allow your mind to simply let go of any resistant thoughts that you may have. Allow your mind to relax and allow any thoughts to simply pass. Bring your awareness back to your breathing as you are now wonderfully deeply relaxed. Your mind is calm. Your body is still and totally relaxed. Breathing nice and deeply, fully and slowly. No expectations, just calm, relaxing energy. No demands, just calm, relaxing space.
Now bring awareness back into your body. Start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Roll your ankles out, and then roll them in. Flicker open your eyes and put your arms over your head for a big morning stretch. Point your toes. Now roll onto your left side today. Just roll onto your left side, place your right hand onto the ground. Take a couple seconds here just to come back into your body. Take a second here to feel gratitude for yourself for making it to your mat today and finishing practice. When you're ready, use your right hand to just push yourself back up into seated. And I always feel every practice is namaste, as I honor you for making it to your mat today. From my heart to yours, namaste.